$4 billion. That's how much money, at minimum, investors poured into a brand new cryptocurrency that was about to make them all rich. There was just one problem. The coin did not exist. No blockchain, no mining, no technology at all. Just a number a company typed into a spreadsheet and raised whenever it wanted. And the woman who built it? The day before the arrest warrant could reach her, she boarded a plane and disappeared. She has not been seen since. This is the story of OneCoin and Ruja Ignatova, the woman the FBI calls the crypto queen. She convinced millions of people in dozens of countries to hand over their savings for a coin that was never real. We'll walk through exactly how you sell a technology that doesn't exist, the one email that allegedly proves she knew from day one, and the question that still has no answer. Where is she now? Stay to the end because the most disturbing theory isn't that she's hiding. Start with why people believed, because she made it easy. Ruja Ignatova wasn't a sketchy figure in a back room. She had a doctorate, a consulting pedigree. She walked onto stages like a head of state. And in 2014, she and a partner, Karl Sebastian Greenwood, launched OneCoin out of Bulgaria with one irresistible pitch. This is the next Bitcoin. Get in early. Don't miss it twice. They even had a name for what it would do to the competition, the Bitcoin killer. But here's the trick. OneCoin wasn't really sold like a currency. It was sold like a movement. You didn't just buy in. You bought educational packages. And then you got paid to recruit the next person. Friends, family, your church. The money didn't come from technology. It came from the next believer. And the believers came by the millions. The peak was a night at Wembley Arena, London, 2016. Ignatova in a gown, walking out to a stadium screaming as she promised that within 2 years, no one would talk about Bitcoin anymore. It felt less like a stock pitch and more like a coronation. So let's ask the only question that matters. Behind the gowns and the stadiums, was there actually a coin? According to US prosecutors, no. A real cryptocurrency runs on a blockchain, a public, shared ledger anyone can check. OneCoin, prosecutors said, had none of that. No public blockchain, no real mining, just a private database the company controlled, and a price they set by hand and raised on a schedule to keep everyone excited. And it gets darker. Internal records allegedly referred to coins as fake coins. By 2015, the company was handing members coins that didn't exist, even on its own fake ledger. At one point, reportedly over 1 billion of these phantom coins. The product wasn't flawed. The product was never there. And did she know? Prosecutors point to a single 2014 email, allegedly from Ignatova to her partner, laying out the plan if it all collapsed. Take the money and run, and blame somebody else. That's not a dream that went wrong. That, prosecutors argue, is a blueprint. By 2017, the walls were closing in. Regulators, journalists, investigators in multiple countries. On October 12, 2017, a U.S. court issued a sealed arrest warrant. 13 days later, October 25th, Ruja Ignatova boarded a flight from Sofia to Athens. And then, nothing. No sightings, no confirmed location. The woman who'd stood in front of stadiums simply evaporated. In 2022, the FBI added her to its 10 Most Wanted list. The reward for information is now $5 million. One of the most wanted fugitives on Earth, and nobody can prove where she is. So where is she? One answer is the obvious one: hiding, a new name, protected by money and the right passports. But there's a second theory, and it's the one that lingers. In 2023, Bulgarian investigative reporters published a police document. In it, an informant claims to have overheard that Ignatova wasn't hiding at all, that she was killed in late 2018 on the orders of a Bulgarian crime boss, allegedly to bury his connection to OneCoin, on a yacht, in the sea. Her body, never found. Now important, this is unverified. No one has been charged in her death, and the FBI says it still assumes she's alive. But sit with the two endings for a second. Either the most successful con artist of the crypto age is out there, untouchable, or she was erased by the very darkness she did business with. We don't know which, and maybe that was the point. Here's the part that's actually useful, and it has nothing to do with crypto. OneCoin didn't sell a technology. It sold a feeling. You're early, everyone's getting rich, don't be the one who missed it. The blockchain was just a magic word that made the feeling sound technical. In 2016, the magic word was blockchain. Today, It's AI. So, whenever something revolutionary wants your money, run one test. Can you verify it yourself, independently? Not from the founder's slides, not from the stage, but from a public, checkable source. If the only proof that the technology works is the person who profits when you believe it, that's not evidence. That's a show. Check the ledger, not the gown. Because Ruja Ignatova proved the most dangerous thing in modern fraud. The technology never actually has to exist. It just has to be believed. The next founder we open a file on didn't run and didn't vanish. She stayed, smiling on magazine covers, while the revolutionary machine at the center of her company sat inside a black box that no one was allowed to open. That's next. If this made you side-eye the next get-in-early pitch, subscribe. A new investigation every Friday. And tell me in the comments, $4 billion, millions of believers, a coin that never existed. How do you think it really ended? Is the crypto queen hiding or gone?